I'm Brian Van, Sportbike.com. I'm going to show you today how to remove the kickstand and rewire it so that when you're doing track days, turning this into a track or a race bike, that you don't create problems down the road. I know what you're saying. You're like, really, dude? Removing the kickstand. It's 2 bolts. There's 2 wires. That's easy stuff. Well, let me tell you this. What I've literally experienced before, I've seen it happen. A good friend of mine half-stepped this, okay? He used some cheap butt connector to just quickly splice together the 2 kickstand wires, okay? It was a track bike he had ridden for a few years, and what had ended up happening is, well, that connection was never very good. As the bike aged, it became really bad, to the point where it would open up, and when it would open up, the bike was cutting out. He didn't know what it was. And he had 2 really amazing wrecks because of it, before he discovered what it was. So, in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to do it in a way where this will never be the cause of any issue you would have. Obviously, first start by just removing the kickstand itself. It's a very simple circuit. And it's really tempting to just, hey, let's just cut it right down here because I'm in a big hurry. I just got this bike yesterday and I'm going to the racetrack today, which is actually what I'm doing. And just move on with your life, right? And what happens is you have it for a few years and you just totally forget that you did such a half-assed job. Okay, now let's just find which one it is here. Okay, it looks like it's this connector. I'm going to remove it. Push the release. Oops. Here's the release on the other side. My bad. That looked like that was the release. And now we're going to see if we can slide it down. Maybe really tight quarters may not be able to do that. And this is where I am going to make my life a little bit easier. Well, that's probably another 3 pounds right there. Okay, now, the important part happens in the way that we connect these 2. We're going to keep this harness, keep the other side of the harness, and we're going to solder these 2 together and then shrink wrap them. Trim it to a reasonable length because we're just going to want to put it right up inside that boot there. I go right about here. Let's go ahead and get them stripped down. Twist them together like so. Actually, just going to plug it in so it'll hold it for me. Right there. Let's get a little heat in the wires and then we will solder this connection together and it will be permanent and everlasting. Now, if you look at that, you can see the solder has flowed through completely. Okay, nothing is going to happen to this. Quick shrink tubing. Slide that over. And shrink it up real nice. Then we'll tuck it up in the boot. Kind of pinch the end off. Yeah, I just said that too, didn't I? And you can run that for as long as you have the bike. It will be forever trouble-free.